Hello students, myself is Parminder Singh from Prab Kripa classes. Our today's topic is online transactions step by step guide. Online transactions have transformed the whole world. Today, we need not stand in queue to make bill payment or carry cash to purchase something. We need not to go to the market to buy goods or services. All we need is mobile or laptop and internet connection. There are a lot of benefits of online transactions. At the same time, it also suffers from some drawbacks. There are some risks associated with online transactions. We have to be careful while doing online transactions. So let us see what are those points which we will discuss in this course of online transactions. In this course, we will discuss what is meant by online transactions, what are the various stages involved in online transactions, what is online shopping process from a customer's standpoint, what are the various benefits of online transactions, what are the various drawbacks of online transactions, what are the features of online transactions, what are the risks involved in online transactions, and what are the safety tips we should follow while doing online transactions. First of all, we will understand the meaning of online transactions. An online transaction means online buying and selling of goods and services, and we pay for those goods and services online. Online transaction is simply the process of completing a purchase or sale of goods or services through the internet. Online transaction can be conducted using various devices including desktop computers, laptops, smartphones and tablet computers. There is no need to do any kind of paperwork in online transactions. Online transactions are becoming increasingly common as more and more people shop, bank, and do business online. Online transaction includes transferring money or making payments. When it comes to online transactions, there is no limit. You can make as many transactions as you want without any restrictions. However, you must have the balance in your bank account or you must have your credit card facility. Now, the next point is stages of online transactions. There are three stages involved in online transactions. First is pre-purchase or sale stage. The company advertises the product in this stage so that the customer can get to know about that product and is also attracted to buy the product. Next stage of online transaction is purchase or sale stage. In this stage, the customer buys the goods or services and he makes the payment online for those goods and services. Next stage in online transactions is delivery stage. In this stage, the customer gets the delivery of the goods or services. In face-to-face transaction, in traditional business model mode, for example, one has to travel to talk to the other party, which involves greater time and cost. Exchange of information through the telephone is also troublesome. It requires simultaneous presence of both the parties for verbal exchange of information. Information can be transmitted by post too. But this again is quite a time consuming and expensive process. Internet comes in as the fourth channel, which is free from most of the problems referred to above. In the case of information intensive products and services such as software and music, even delivery can take place online. Now we will discuss online shopping process. The online shopping process we will discuss from a customer's standpoint. First, registration. The first step in online shopping process is registration. In this step, the customer has to register himself on a website such as Amazon, Flipkart, etc. To register, he has to provide his email ID, name, address, and other similar details, which the website saves. After registering the website on the website, an account is created which is password protected. Next, next stage in the online shopping process is placing an order. You can pick and drop the items in the shopping cart. Shopping cart is an online record of what you have picked up while browsing the online store. After being sure of what you want to buy, you can check out and choose your payment options. Third, payment mechanism. Payment for the purchases made through online shopping may be done in a number of ways. First is cash on delivery, that is COD. As is clear from the name, payment for the goods ordered or services ordered online may be made in cash at the time of physical delivery of goods. Second option for payment is check. Alternatively, the online vendor may arrange for the pickup of the check from the customer's end. Upon realization, the delivery of the goods may be made. Another option of online payment may be net banking transfer. In this case, the buyer may electronically transfer funds over the internet to the account of the online vendor, who may then proceed to arrange for the delivery of the goods. Next option for payment online is credit card or debit card, popularly referred to as plastic money. These cards are mostly widely used medium for online transactions. In fact, about 95% of the online consumer transactions are executed with a credit card. Credit card allows its holder to make purchases on credit. Debit card allows its holder to make purchase through it to the extent of the amount lying in the corresponding account. The moment any transaction is made, the amount due as payment is deducted electronically from the card. Next payment option may be digital cash. This is a form of electronic currency. First, the end user has to open an account with a bank. They then need to ask the bank to provide them with e-cash in lieu of their cash. For instance, the bank may deduct $100 from the account and issue 100 digital coins of $1 each. The bank uniquely marks each coin that it issues. This is done to ensure that each coin is spent only once by a single user. When it is spent, it reaches a different consumer and gets a different number. He may then use the digital funds to make purchases over the web. Next option for making online payment is mobile wallets. Mobile wallets have also become very popular because it is very easy to use them for online transactions, and cashback offers are also provided by them. Wallets like Paytm, Google Pay, PhonePe, MobiKwik are being used by almost everyone in India. It is a type of virtual wallet service and we have to download the app to use it. The mobile wallet stores details of our bank account or cards and allows secure payments. We may also inform you that we have already uploaded a number of courses such as cybersecurity, past tense, present tense, future tense, email writing, debate writing, note making, most common mistakes in English grammar, letter writing, articles, web applications, forms of business applications, evolution and fundamentals of business, crop production, and much more. You can look out for the same on Google, on YouTube. Now we will understand the various advantages or benefits of online transactions. First is online transactions save time on purchasing. You can do online transaction from the comfort of your own home or office. Next benefit is convenient. It is a convenient way to shop for goods and services for consumers. You can do online shopping at any time of the day or night. You do not have to stand in line for payment of any bill. You only have to use your fingers and computers in purchasing. Next benefit is faster and easier. Online transactions are often faster and easier than conventional brick and mortar transactions. Online transactions also benefit the merchants. Merchants can reach a large number of consumers. They can also save on costs associated with traditional brick and mortar businesses such as rent and staff. Another benefit of online transactions is that you can look for anything on the internet and you can buy the same. Another benefit of online transaction is easier to transfer money. You can transfer the money with ease from one place to another. We can send money to someone who lives in a different country. Another benefit is that there is no need to carry cash. The person does not have to carry around extra cash to pay for the transaction. The transaction is done online and therefore there is no need to carry cash. Next benefit is absence of delays in payment. The benefit of online transactions includes the absence of delays that occur during the offline transactions. The benefits of online transactions are too many to be summed up in a single line. Now we will understand the various drawbacks or disadvantages of online transactions. First is high server workload. Sometimes it happens with millions of requests at the same time and it becomes difficult to handle those all the transactions, and hence the server gets down, which results in difficulty to make any online transaction. Next drawback is security issue. Online transactions are often not secure. This means that there is a risk of identity theft or fraud. Next drawback of online transaction is wrong recipient or wrong amount. For payment and fund transfer, if not checked properly, we may send money to the wrong recipient or an erroneous amount of money. For example, if we are to send $100 to a person online, and if we wrongly add zero after 100, it becomes $1,000. And in this case, we have made the payment of $900 in excess, and it may be possible that we may not be able to get the refund of $900 from the other person. So while making an online transaction, we must check that we have added the name of the account or recipient properly, and we have mentioned the correct amount of payment. Next drawback is reputation issue. During online shopping, if a server gets down for even a second, so many e-transactions are affected by it, which leads to an impact on the reputation of the organization. You may have seen on the internet that the server of the particular organization was down and so many transactions were suffered, and such type of instances adversely affect the reputation of the organization. Finally, some consumers may feel more comfortable conducting transactions in person rather than online. Next, features of online transactions. Online transactions are faster. Next, online transactions have lower transaction cost. Third feature of online transactions is that online transactions have 24 by 7 accessibility. Fourth feature is the reduced role of human in whole transaction process. All transactions are recorded and stored digitally, and hence the chances of human error are reduced. Fifth, online transactions have removed geographical barriers. We can do online transaction and buy anything from any part of the world. Online transactions are generally secured. Security features such as one-time passwords, that is OTP, are provided to protect against security features. Resources required for successful e-business implementation. Setting up of any business requires money, men, and machines. For e-business, you require additional resources for developing, operating, maintaining, and enhancing a website. There are certain terms associated with online transactions which need to be clarified. There are certain other issues which also need to be understood. So let us understand the same one by one. First is, what is online transaction number? An online transaction number is a type of identification that is assigned to each online transaction. This identification helps in the prevention of fraud and also makes it easy to track down an online purchase. When consumer decides to buy something online, they will go to the merchant's website and select the items they wish to purchase. The next step is to enter their payment information, including their credit or debit card number. Once this information is entered, the customer will be asked to confirm their purchase. After the purchase is approved, the customer will be given an online transaction number. Now, what is the meaning of OTP? OTP stands for one time password. This is a step in two factor authentication when you log into a website or process a transaction on a website that you have to log into, such as an online bank or credit card company. You will often use a standard password. Then, as an added step of security, there will be a one time password which is sent to your mobile phone or to your email address that you must enter as a second password. In most cases, OTP is a 6 digit number. Do not share the OTP with anyone. Next question is it possible to cancel an online transaction after the payment has been made? Cancellation is only possible if the merchant cancels your transaction and initiates a refund of the same transaction. Next, why does a transaction fail while doing an online payment? While using a card for making an online payment, there are many parties involved in the same, that is, issuing bank, processing platform, acquiring bank, and merchant platform, and card networks like Visa, Master, etc. Once a payment is being processed, all the players play their role at the same time. And if any of these has some issues at its end of the network, the payment tends to fail. Now, security and safety of e-transactions or e-business risks or risks involved in online transactions. Online transactions are prone to a number of risks. So, the security and safety of e-transactions is a cause of concern in e-business. We can broadly discuss the risks involved in online transactions in three headings. First is transaction risks, second is data storage and transmission risks, and third is threat to intellectual property and privacy risks. First is transaction risks. Online transactions are vulnerable to the following types of transaction risks. First is default on order taking or giving. Seller denies that the customer ever placed the order, or the customer denies that he ever placed the order. This is known as default on order taking or giving. Next default is default on delivery. It may happen that you have placed an order and the goods are delivered at the wrong address, or the goods other than ordered may be delivered. Default on payment. Seller does not get the payment for the goods supplied, whereas the customer claims that the payment was made. This may be referred to as default on payment. It is always advisable to shop from well established shopping sites. Sites such as eBay even provide for rating of the sellers. These sites provide protection to the customers against default on delivery and reimburse the payments made up to some extent. Second, risks are data storage and transmission risks. Data stored in the systems and en route is exposed to a number of risks. Vital information may be stolen or modified to pursue some selfish motives, or simply for fun or adventure. You must have heard of virus and hacking. The computer viruses can cause problem in an on-screen display, disruption of functioning, damage to target data files, or complete destruction of the system. Installing and timely updating antivirus programs and scanning the files and disks with them provides protection to your data files, folders, and systems from virus attacks. Hackers are unauthorized people. They can destroy all your data and can also steal the same, due to which there is a lot of damage to the website. Data may be intercepted in the course of transmission. For this, one may use cryptography. It refers to the art of protecting information by transferring it, that is, encrypting it into an unreadable format called ciphertext. Only those who possess a secret key can decipher or decrypt the message into plain text. Now, third point is risks of threat to intellectual property and privacy. Internet is an open space. Once the information is available over the internet, it moves out of the private domain. It then becomes difficult to protect the information from being copied. Data furnished in the course of online transactions may be supplied to other online vendors who may start sending promotional messages into your email box. You are then at the receiving end with little respite from receiving junk emails. A fake website may be developed instead of the original website, and they take away advance money from the customers and do not supply any product to the customers. Some other risks associated with online shopping are as under. First is consumer disputes, credit card fraud, the problems related to return of goods. Safety tips to follow while doing online transactions. Online transactions have made our life very easier. Millions of online transactions are taking place every day. From booking tickets to ordering pizzas online, from transferring money to the use of internet has given boost to online banking and shopping, which has resulted into the online fraud and identity theft. It is true that online transactions do carry some risk, but we can avoid these threats. We should follow following safety tips while doing online transactions. First safety tip while doing online transaction is use strong passwords. Do not use common passwords or the passwords that can be easily guessed. Passwords are difficult to hack if they are a mix of small and capital letters, numbers, and special characters. Please make sure that the password length is more than 6 digits. Change passwords as often as possible, but at least every 3 months. We can also take the help of a site, strong passwords generator.net, to generate strong password. This is the screenshot of that relevant site from where you can generate strong password. Next is do not use public computer. Use your own computer or mobile for online transactions. Do not use the computers installed at internet cafes, as these computers can be manipulated by adjusting its hardware or software. Next is never save financial passwords on your computer. When you are using computer, sometimes there is a box appearing on the right hand side which says that whether you want to save the password or not. Always click no. Fourth, install good antivirus software. Antivirus software protects your computer against malware like viruses, computer worms, spyware, and cyber criminals. This software prevents, scans, detects, and deletes viruses from the computer. Here is a list of some of the good antivirus software. Though we have shown this figure, we in no way support or any of this antivirus software. This is only for the information purpose. Use secure sites. We should give details of our credit card or bank account only on secure sites. See in the address bar of the browser. If the site address starts with HTTPS and a log, this is the HTTPS and this is the log symbol, then it is safe to give your credit card and bank details. Deal with reputed websites only. Do not pay directly to any website unless you know it. Next is online shopping tips. Always log out of bank and merchant sites after you have completed your transaction. Run virus scans regularly on your computer. Conclusion: an online transaction is a business deal or exchange that is conducted over the internet. This can include anything from buying and selling goods and services to transferring money or making payments. Online transactions are becoming increasingly common as more and more people shop, bank, and do business online. Now you have gained more knowledge about online transactions, so you can decide if they are the right choice for you. If you decide to conduct transactions online, be sure to take precautions to ensure your safety and security. If you like our video, please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.